Hello everyone, my name is Dhiraj, your math teacher, and I welcome each and every one of you to Vista's Learning. At Vista's Learning, we believe in providing quality education to each and every one of you. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do. If you have the zest to learn, we are here to help you with. If you are stuck in any problem, you can just directly write to us at www.v-learning.in. And there we are going to solve your problems personally. So today we are going to start our chapter. The name of the chapter is Triangles, and that is one of the very important chapter for class 9 mathematics. It is not that you are going to read about triangles up to class 10. No. Until you are going to read maths, you are going to read triangles in one or the another form. So the thing that we are going to read today, study today, is literally very important from your examination point of view, because we are going to cover the concepts, theorems, all of the stuff that is in triangles. And after that, in class 10th, we will be discussing more about triangle, more theorems. But here, to understand all of those, this chapter is really very important. So let's start the session now. So before starting the session, I have a word called polygon. You can see it over here. Okay. You can see it over here. I have a word called polygon. The first thing is that, what is a polygon? A polygon is a closed figure that has fixed or finite number of lines. Okay. Why finite number of lines? Because if we can count the number of lines, then and then only we are going to call it to be a polygon. If we cannot count, then it will be a circle. I'll give you an example over here. Suppose that is a circle. A circle is made up of n number of dots or infinite number of dots. We call it like this. But as it is made up of infinite number of dots, it is not possible to count the number of dots. That is the reason why we call circle to be a curved area, curved surface, not a polygon. So in polygon, first of all, it should be closed. As you can see over here, it should be closed. And second, it is made up of straight lines, closed straight line. So minimum 3 lines are required to make a closed figure. That is two-dimensional. And that is called a triangle. You can see lots of examples here, like we have got triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon. After that comes undecagon, dodecagon. Lots of more stuffs are there. But the thing is that the end? How are we going to move ahead of it? So for that, we have few of the properties of polygons, and they are here. What are regular polygons? First of all, we know a polygon is a geometrical two-dimensional figure that has a closed surface, a closed part. But if we talk about a regular polygon, that means this regular polygon, it means that all the angle and all the sides are equal in length and measurement. Okay. So if we're talking about sides, they will be equal in length. Sides will be equal in length. If we are going to talk about measurement, okay, means we can say angles, they will be equal in measurement. So now we know what do we mean by a regular polygon. So this regular word means this too, and polygon means what? Polygon means a two-dimensional closed figure that has a finite number of lines. Let's read out the definition. If all the sides and interior angle of polygons are equal, they are known as regular polygon. For example of regular polygon are square, rhombus, equilateral triangle, etc. In regular polygon, not only the sides are congruent, but angles are too. That means they are equiangular. So that is the basic thing we have discussed right now. So let's move to the properties, and they are literally very important from your examination point of view. So to solve anything, you must know the property, isn't it? So here I'll become a bit small because I have some magical powers that I have learned from someone. Can you name in the meanwhile from whom I have learned the magical power? I have learned it from Shaktiman. So I'll just become a bit small so that you can see me clearly. Okay, I guess now the things are quite clear. So let's move to the first property. We have all the sides of a regular polygon are equal. Okay, so this thing I guess you understood very clearly. So now if sides are equal, angles will also be equal. All the interior angles are also equal. So these two property we have discussed right now, and that is quite clear. Moving to the next part. If sum of all interior angle of a moving to the third, the sum of all interior angle of a simple n-gon or regular polygon, you can see it over here, is equal to n minus 2 into 180. Okay, so that is the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral, triangle, polygon, anything. Okay, so that is the formula. And now the number of diagonals, if we are going to discuss about number of diagonal, it is n is the number of side into n minus 3 divided by 2. So suppose if it is like, let's take an example of quadrilateral, okay, quadrilateral. So we know that quadrilateral has 4 sides. Okay, quadrilateral is going to have 4 sides. That is the reason why we can use n, that will be 4. Now using the formula for number of diagonals, it will be 4 into 4 minus 3 divided by 2. So that is going to be 4 by 2, that is equal to 2, and that is the correct one. So like this you can find any formula for the diagonal, number of diagonals of a polygon. Okay, let's move to the next part. Here we have the number of triangles formed by joining the diagonals from one corner to another corner is n minus 2. So let us again take a quadrilateral, and we need to find the number of triangles we are going to be formed as n minus 2. So it has 4 sides. 4 minus 2 will be 2. Yes, that is one triangle and that is one triangle. 2 triangles will be formed. Now moving ahead, we have the measure of each interior angle. How we can measure? So first of all, what we can do? We can find the sum of the angle, that is n minus 2 into 180. And if we divide this n minus 2 into 180 by n, we'll get the each interior angle. Okay, and finally the measure of each exterior angle. Exterior angle will be 360 degree divided by n. So the measure of each exterior angle can be found out using this particular formula. So these are few of the very important properties of polygon. So if you know this, very good, you got a revision, and if you don't know this, then you must remember this. These are very important concepts from your examination point of view, and if you know the property, it will be very easy for you to solve any mathematics if it is on this particular concept. Okay, let's move to the next part, and we got a word triangle. So this word triangle is derived from two words, tri, that means 3, and angle means we have the corners, we call it to be the corners. So 3 corners. Okay, so you can see the smallest or the very close shape or figure that we can get. The first closed figure that we can get is a triangle. So it has got how many? 3 sides, and that is the reason why it has got 3 angles, and that is the reason why it is called triangle. Now a triangle is a closed shape with 3 angles, 3 sides and 3 vertices. It has got 3 angles, you can see 3 sides, and vertices are this A, B and C. All these things are the vertices. So now a bit of concept is clear. So what will be the sum of angles of a triangle? Angles of a triangle. The sum of angles of a triangle. What was the formula? It was equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. So n is 3 because the triangle has got 3 sides. So 3 minus 2 into 180 degree, that is going to be 180 degree. So we have proved this with formula. By default we remember these steps, but now we have proved it using the formula as well. So that is absolutely correct. Let's move to the next part, that is the types of triangle. So for this I will just change the color. Okay, I'll just change the color of my ink. So here I have the types of triangle, and we know that triangle is basically based on two types. First, according to the length of the sides, and second, interior angle. According to length, it is an equilateral triangle in which all the three sides are equal in length. Then it is isosceles triangle in which only two sides are equal in length. Then scalene triangle where no sides are equal. And if sides are equal, that means the angles will also be equal. If two sides are equal, means only two angles will be equal. And if it is scalene, that means no angles will be equal. By angle. Okay, now we are going to divide the types of triangle using angle. So first is the right angled triangle. You can see it over here. It is right angled triangle. Over here you can see it right now. So in right angled triangle, one of the angle is of 90 degree. In acute, all of the three angles will be less than 90 degree, and obtuse it is greater than 90 degree. So we have these three types of triangles. Let's discuss about the properties of triangle. That is actually very important from our examination point of view. So properties of triangle, if we are going to discuss, first of all, we know that a triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. You all know, we have already found this out, isn't it? How we found the three sides? Because that is the smallest polygon, or the very first polygon we can say. Now, the sum of all interior angle of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. So that is by default we are talking about triangle. Any triangle, if you measure all the interior angles, the answer will be 180. If it is greater than 180 or less than 180, it will never be a triangle. Okay, this is called the angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, that is very important. So point number 2 is actually very important. The third one, the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So suppose if we have a triangle, I'll draw it here. So if we add this and this, it will be greater than this. If we add this and this, it will be greater than this side. So if you add any two sides, it will always be greater than the third side. Otherwise, it will just bump over the line. It will not make a hump then. So to make a hump, it is very important that the sum of two sides of a triangle should always be greater than the third side. Okay, we have few more properties, and they are the side opposite to the largest angle of a triangle is the largest side. Okay, so that is actually very important. So I'll just draw a triangle to make you understand. So that is the triangle. Okay, so you can say that is the smallest side, medium size, okay, small, medium and the largest one. So as this side is the largest one, this angle will be the greatest angle, just opposite to this particular side. Okay, if that is the medium one, so this angle will be of medium, and similarly that is the smallest side, so that is the smallest angle. So now you got the angle opposite to the longest side is the largest, or the angle opposite to the shortest side is the smallest. So that is the concept. Now, any exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angle. So that is something different. I'll have to show you then. Okay. Suppose I have a triangle like this, and that is the exterior angle. So it will be equal to 180 degree, isn't it? No, it will not be equal to 180 degree. If I take this to be x, that will be 180 degree minus x. Fine. That is A and that is B. So they are saying that it is a straight angle 180 degree. A plus B plus x will be 180 degree. That means 180 degree minus x is equal to a plus b. So that is the thing they are going to tell. So this is the fifth property, and the main thing that we are here. So the main concept is going to start from this particular part, that is similarity, and that is actually very important. So if you remember, in similarity we have used this particular symbol. Why this particular symbol? Because it represents the same shape, but the length can vary and nothing else. The angles must remain the same. So if I'm talking about a square, okay, if I'm talking about a square, so that is also a square. Just what we can say, if it is 6 centimeter in length, that can be 4 centimeter in length, okay. But all the other stuffs remains the same, like angle will be equal. If this is a circle, then the radius can be 3 centimeter, the radius can be 2 centimeter, okay. The radius can change, but both are circle only, right? So that is the thing how we define similarity. In similarity, the two figures will be exactly the same. One can be of large in size and another can be smaller in size. But once the word comes to be congruency, here in congruency, what we say, the sides, the angles, everything should be exactly as it is. So if I have to draw a triangle, and that is A, that is B, and that is C, so here the measurement A, B, C would be the same. If the measurement is differing, that means they are not congruent. If I have to draw a circle, then what I'll have to do? I'll have to use the same radius that I have used in the previous circle, okay. So here R will be equal to 3. So they should be exactly the same. If they are changing, it is not congruent. So the sign of congruency is either 3 equal to or equal to and a similarity sign. So similarity represents what? Equal angle, whereas equal to represents equal sides. So you can use any of the symbol, they are absolutely correct. With that, we have came to end of the session. So I'll just quickly give you a recap. We discussed about polygons. What is a polygon? A polygon is a closed structure which has a finite number of lines and that can be calculated. Okay. Now we know the formula to find the sum of interior angle, that is n minus 2 into 180 degree. We also know the formula to find exactly one angle, that is n minus 2 into 180 degree divided by n. After that, we have also found a formula to find the number of diagonals. So for number of diagonals, we have the formula n into n minus 3 divided by 2. That is the formula. Now, you know all the steps. We have discussed about triangle and a regular polygon, okay, regular polygon. So these were the stuff that we should remember, and that is the last part. I have a request, do like, subscribe and share the channel so that whoever is in need must get benefited. So you are in the revolution. Don't be like, okay, I'll just read and go and I'll score good marks. No, just go, do like, subscribe and share. If you have to challenge with the best so that you will become the best.